Warpugs. So, the Spiffing Brit is back, and he's about to break the 2024 Summer Steam Sale. What? He's about to break it. Whatever it is, he's about to break it. This is the 2024 Summer Steam Sale and how he's going to just completely destroy it. Guys, the Spiffing Brit is the #1 source for all game-breaking exploits that you've ever seen, and he sounds so glorious when he says it, too. It's absolutely delicious. Warpugs, let's get on with it. It is the Spiffing Brit. All links are going to be in the description down below. Please remember to like and subscribe, and let's just roll right.
The 2024 Steam Summer Sale is here.
Yes.
And once again, we're all spending our entire bank accounts on buying games that we're never going to get around to playing.
This is true.
What if I told you didn't need to spend your hard-earned money, and instead you could just trick Steam into giving you games that you can't actually buy?
Ooh.
Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I am the Spiffing Brit, back once again to reveal a glaring Steam exploit that you will share to all of your favorite reaction streamers so that they can nod their head in agreement. But unlike past
Damn you, Padlock!
years where we've just had a lot of fun, this exploit is big and dangerous. It is so bad that I dare not use it out of fear that Lord Gaben will nuke my Steam accounts. This is something that urgently needs to be fixed and not necessarily abused. So grab your cups of tea and summon Gaben in the comments section, because to
Gaben, come forth. At dawn, at the light of the third day, look to the east.
Today, we're going to need all the help we can get. Disclaimer: exploiting payment systems like PayPal to acquire items without payment constitutes fraud. Using such exploits to obtain games, Steam stickers, or other digital goods can lead to the suspension or termination of your PayPal and Steam accounts.
So don't
in addition,
do this.
In most countries, fraud is a criminal offense that can result in severe penalties, including fines and imprisonment. This
In Russia, it's your 16th birthday.
video explains the theoretical aspects of such exploits. I have not performed this exploit myself,
Thank
nor do
you.
I endorse its execution. The techniques described are for entertainment and educational purposes only and should not be reproduced.
Bruh.
What we're about to do, ladies and gentlemen, is break Steam by adding items into our cart that we haven't actually purchased or aren't even able to purchase. Now, Steam is an absolutely massive company with hundreds of employees and some of the greatest security systems on the planet. So, of course, this exploit is going to require a multitude of complicated systems, and actually, no, it's really easy. Yeah,
I was thinking we were going to need Jarvis from the Iron Man.
that's one of the problems with this exploit. In order to break Steam, you're going to need Google Chrome. Yes, it's as simple as that. Step 1, in a Chrome browser, log into your Steam account, like so, and add a game to your cart. Now, you want to find a very cheap game on Steam, and luckily for me, I've just got into the sales section and found a relatively fitting game. It is I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, an absolutely terrifying game from 1996 that only costs 71 pence. The next step for us is to quite simply add this item to our cart, and then head on over to the checkout page. When in the checkout page, click Continue to Payment. Then when you're selecting your payment method, make sure to select PayPal, and then press Continue. This is going to bring up the PayPal payment method system. And just like this, we've opened up our lovely checkout, we're on to PayPal. This is the screen we want to get to. Now remember, our cart is relatively simple. It's got a single game in it that costs 71 pence. However, what we can then do on a second tab where we're logged in.
Oh my god, they cannot have actually managed to overlook this.
Into Steam, we are going to quite simply press F12 and open up the Chrome console. Here in the console, we're able to do something pretty cheeky. We're able to type in the command add to account cart. We can enter in absolutely any ID at all and then just run the command. An example of a sub ID on Steam might be 219050. This is the sub ID for the press preview build of Borderlands 2, which I can now press enter and it is added to my cart. I should not have access to this item. This is not a publicly viewable item on Steam. It's not even an item you can purchase, but it is now in my cart. In order to buy it, I just have to go back to the first tab and change the payment method. Once I change the payment method, I can then go through with the purchase and I will spend my 71p buying I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream, and interestingly, alongside that game getting added to my library, I will also become the owner of the press and dev build of Borderlands 2. that's kind of a problem.
A little
now,
bit
it's
of
not
one.
just limited to one game. I can technically add as many app IDs to my account card as I like when performing this exploit. Now, this won't allow you to add items that actually cost money, because by running those commands I will have to pay for those games. But it will allow you to add completely delisted games. For example, Age of Empires Online, Fear Online, FNAF World. These are all games that did once exist on Steam, but were delisted, meaning you can't buy them or add them to your account. But they still have an app ID in the database, meaning by entering in their codes, you can then add these lost games to your account and flex them as the unobtainable trophies that they are. So this exploit doesn't seem too bad. It's currently being used by the biggest collectors on Steam to secure as many of these impossible and unlisted games as possible. This allows them to not only get their stickers, but to cement their legacy as the greatest gamers of the internet, to whoever
Hooray.
particularly cares about that kind of thing. I mean, I guess it's
Some people really do.
just me and maybe one other guy called Steve. Well, of course, some Steam users wanted to take this all further.
Oh, God.
Remember that this exploit lets you add delisted and unpurchasable things to your account. This includes delisted items for Counter-Strike. Now, for those of you not in the know, Counter-Strike is a wonderful game that I absolutely love. It also has a very sketchy and unregulated secondary market for skins and items. These are traded by real people that effectively play it like the stock market. Now, ascribing real-world value to digital items might not make much sense, but allow me to explain how it works.
Let's go.
With a fun, quick story about myself. Professional Counter-Strike players who make it to major tournaments get to put a signature sticker into the game. These stickers can then be opened in loot boxes and applied onto weapons. Simple has one that says Simple, Rops has one that says Rops, but what about the Australian player Dick Stacey? Now, Dick Stacey stopped playing the game and retired, meaning he can't attend any new major tournaments, so no new Dick stickers are ever going to be added to the market or into the
Imagine going to trial for fraud because you wanted a dick sticker. I mean, you can't make this up. You really can't make this up. Imagine going to trial for fraud because you decided to yourself that you wanted a dick sticker this bad.
supply, and once a sticker is bought and applied to a weapon, it can't be removed, meaning it can't be resold. So the supply of the dick sticker is always shrinking. Standard economic principles apply, of course, and these stickers have been steadily climbing in price for years. Now, if like me, you predicted a market explosion, you might have bought a lot of these stickers last year for around about £4 each, and at their peak a few weeks ago, you might have hypothetically sold them for £28. This is a
Good for you.
600% return of investment. Yes, you have absolutely no idea how many bags of Yorkshire tea that managed to buy me. Anyway, silly and absurd it may be, there are a lot of people making a lot of money out there from these very finite items. But here's the key thing, these items can't ever be created again. The supply is dwindling, but the exploiters are always going to exploit.
Right.
As they've started digging up the sub-IDs for delisted items from Counter-Strike, gift boxes, removed skins, and even expired Dota International items. And remember, these things have a secondary market value, so it didn't take long for these infinitely accessible items to start flooding the online markets. The PGL Major Krakow 2017 Mega Bundle was once available for Steam, and it can actually be gained via this exploit. It was originally for sale for $40 on Steam and contained souvenir packages and stickers from the event. But as so
I don't understand. Oh my god. Yeah.
much time has passed and the supply of these items has dwindled, even simple sticker capsules from 2017 are worth over $50 on the Steam market. And with exploiters duping these items at a record rate, Valve has done its best to try and fix the bug and delete all of these items. However, there is some evidence online that inventories exist with autographs gained from using this glitch, and I wouldn't be surprised to hear if there are people out there who've made tens of thousands of dollars by exploiting this system. As you can imagine, this is a major problem. With Valve seemingly unable to fix this exploit after several days, the results appear to be that the accounts that are using this exploit excessively are receiving community bans lasting up until 2040. So whilst you might have access to your Steam account, good luck trying to sell your ill-gotten gains online. However, even with all of the financial money laundering and all of the fraud going on, this situation isn't that cut and dry. And yes, you have people trying to make as much money as possible using this exploit, but there are also people who who are using this who are just attempting to document, remember, and save games that were removed from Steam. More and more publishers prioritize games for profit instead of their employees' hard work, creativity, and art being preserved.
To be honest with you, that's the problem with most of modern gaming. They prioritize. I mean, I still remember when loot boxes became a huge thing, and everyone thought it was horrible. But yeah, for some strange reason, they just released it, and people, instead of boycotting with their wallets, actually supported it. It was such a bad look. It was so stupid, but they're going to keep on doing it if you do not vote with your wallet. If you let these companies keep on doing this kind of stuff, they're going to continue to do it. That's why Diablo 4 was such an absolute horror show, with all just people spending so much money to, get items and stuff like that to play the game. Utterly ridiculous.
In my opinion, the way to preserve lost media shouldn't be so difficult and dangerous. It shouldn't require you to jump through legal exploits in order to keep your games. Still, I hope you enjoyed this quick look at a weird Steam exploit that I'm sure will be fixed within about 4 hours of this video releasing.
True.
Well, it looks like this problem is far worse than I ever imagined. Since writing this video, I found a much more malicious application of this bug. This exploit is actually costing people real money, and I can't believe that PayPal haven't even fixed it yet. You see, this is less of a Steam exploit and more of a PayPal cart exploit. Effectively, in the prior glitch, we have used PayPal to inject commands into Steam and trick them into handing over things we shouldn't have. So simply inject into a PayPal cart an item named $100 donation. Now, this is a fake item, so it doesn't cost the exploiter anything. However, you can then issue a chargeback and claim you didn't receive your goods or service. And just like that, you've committed chargeback fraud and cost the streamer 100 of their actual real dollars. This is a very serious issue. Lots of streamers have already been hit by this, several times in fact. Heck, if you're reacting to this right now, I'd probably disable your donation link temporarily. But I personally want to shout out Pirate Software and his team for helping document and research this exploit. Now, this exploit hit my radar because I love Steam and the games on that platform. I also don't want to see other content creators get scammed out of their money because of an exploit that they have absolutely no control over. This can't continue. It is dangerous. It is bad. So please, PayPal, I am begging you, for the sake of all the world-meaning streamers and content creators across every platform, fix this bug. If you make it quick, I'll even give you a free cup of tea.
And it's Yorkshire tea, so you're going to be extremely happy about that.
Well, that was a bit of a heavy video today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new here and you don't understand the channel, it's all about finding exploits and glitches in both the real world and video games. I strongly recommend subscribing, and I also have a glorious backlog of entertaining exploits and glitches that you can use yourself that hopefully won't destroy the universe or break any laws. And hey, if you've been around here for a long time, thank you very much. We're pulling very close to the 4 million subscriber mark, which is to thank you all of you who've been here for so long to help me reach this point. You're all absolutely wonderful, and I wish you the best, especially our lovely patrons and members. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day, my friends, and goodbye for now.
Guys, I'll say it like this. I thought this was going to be a more lighthearted video, but this turned kind of dark because I know a couple of people who have had that exploit done to them, and it's caused a lot of problems. And you'd think that they would have fixed that by now. You'd think they would have fixed that, but they haven't, and I'm not sure why. It is kind of nutty to me, actually. The sheer fact of the matter is, I expected a much more lighthearted video. But I am perfectly fine with being horrified at how these major companies have just did not think of something like this at all. Now, I'm not a sticker collector. I don't do much for skins or decals. I think in War Thunder I spent maybe $50 buying a couple of tanks and stuff like that, and some premium time. a little bit less than that in Lee because I really wanted the Dark Cosmic Gen skin. But past that, I haven't really done that much. Warpugs, they just be good people. Just be good people. That's it. Just be good people. I'm going to head out from here. Check the links in the description down below for the Spiffing Brit. Check them down below for myself. My wife wanted me to put up a bunch of seeds and stuff like that on the wish list, especially for some wildflowers. She really has a thing, because there's this thing of wildflowers that you can use and butterflies. Wildflowers, butterflies. She really likes butterflies. She wants butterflies. I don't understand this. Tonight, I'm actually charging my GoPro right now. And tonight I'm going to be doing something for the Old Man Lives channel. That's going to be a little bit of fun. I've often commented that we have a lot of deer around here. So something that I'm going to do, here I am putting this thing together, even though I still need to charge a little bit. It's at about a 6-7% charge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to cut up some apples and stuff like that. And I'm actually going to set this up to record all night. And I'm going to put a little bit of light there. And I'm going to see if I can't get any deer to come in front of the camera and have themselves a snack. Because they usually come through here at about 2-3 o'clock in kind of large numbers. So maybe I'll catch a deer tonight. I don't know. Warpugs, I'll catch you next time. Check Old Man Lives, Old Man Lore Stories and Theories. Shutting up, moving on. Later, folks.